confirmation. Okay. And before that, just want to add that I've just started a recording here. I hope everybody is okay with that. And I am going to continue now. So yeah, so as I was saying, that this space is truly special because we just don't learn here. Every week we show up, share, observe, reflect, and support each other. I've never seen a WhatsApp group so active and so engaging before in my life. So thank you to each one of you for being part of this learning circle, and your energy makes CJ what it is. Okay, so the purpose of today's demo is to observe an authentic coaching conversation between our coach of the day and coachee. So it's a learning experience for all of us to notice the flow, presence, questioning, shifts that happen in real time, and many more things. So let me take a moment to introduce our coach for today, Rashmi Singh. Rashmi, let me try to put you on the spotlight. Okay, I can't find you now. Okay, here you are. Okay. So, hi Rashmi. Rashmi is a certified PCC coach and has experience in systematic coaching. We will hear more about her from herself shortly. And our coachee today is Bharati Mohan, who has generously volunteered to be uh, sorry, yeah, who has generously volunteered to be a coachee for today. So thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Bharti and Rashmi, to be part of this experience that you're going to take us through today.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Trupti. And thank you,
you
Thank
Bharti.
you. Thank you so much, Rashmi.
you both want to speak a bit about yourself, Rashmi and Bharti.
Rashmi,
Yeah.
go ahead, please.
Thank you. So, very briefly, I'm based in Luxembourg. I am originally from India, and I have my background in human resources, and then I transitioned to coaching full time. And I am into my MCC journey now. So probably, hopefully by next year. And I'm also a mentor for coaches who are on their ICF, ACC, PCC credentialing journey. So I work within a training institute as a mentor, and I work as a leadership coach in Europe and globally. So mostly this is one-on-one coaching sessions with leaders, and I also do something called systemic coaching and constellation. I integrated in my one on one coaching. It's another methodology of looking at the invisible dynamics in the client system. And also, sometimes I do facilitate workshops here in person in Luxembourg using systemic coaching and constellation. I have a 5-year-old daughter, so I am very much into my motherhood journey from the last 5 years, and I stay here with my husband and my daughter.
Thank you, Rashmi. Over to you, Bharti.
Thank you, Trupti, and thank you so much, Rashmi. And really, I'm privileged to be part of CJ team. And thank you for taking initiative to coach me. I am an ACC path. I've completed my program in July. I was learning from Grow More Avenues online, and I live in Bahrain as well as in Canada. I'm visiting India now, so I'm in Chennai. And my background is I used to be a teacher 25 years back. Then I was working with a bank in Toronto, and I was with Bank of Montreal in customer service side. And I always interact, like to interact with people. So I thought I must do something which I can help youth or any youngsters. And I'm mother of two boys. So my kids are around 30 and 27. So I thought I must do something to the youth group as such. So that's the thing which prompted me to learn about coaching. And I'm really enjoying the journey. So I'm yet to write my ACC 11-1 exam probably next year. I only completed 50 hours now. So I'm a baby now. So that's about me. So thank you all. And in case of something I'm not able to answer to you, or if something is not right, just excuse me. So I'm learning every day. So I'm enjoying the journey.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Bharti.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll just take a quick moment to explain the structure of today's session. We will just have around 30 to 40 minutes of a coaching session, and then the remaining time we can use it for debrief. Do you want to add anything to this, Rashmi?
That's okay. I think today we'll be doing the ICF way
Yeah.
of coaching.
Yes.
And Bharti, it's your space, so there is nothing right or wrong. It's completely yours today. And we all
Thank you.
are in the service of your learning and our learning together with you.
Thank you so much.
Sure. Okay, and my last point for those observing, please remember to stay on mute and refrain from commenting or speaking during the coaching conversation. And let's allow the coach and coachee to be fully present with each other. With that, I will hand the floor over to you, Rashmi, and
Thank
I'm
you.
requesting everybody to go off on the video.
Thank you, Trupti. So, Bharti, thank you so much for your courage and openness and willingness today to partner here in this coaching session. And as I was saying before, that this is your space and it is a safe space, although we are aware that it is happening in a public forum and there are people, watching this demonstration or this is also recorded. So with that, still, we all are holding this space very safely for you.
Thank you. I'm confident of that. And I think that's the first rule of ICF, as we are all non-judgmental. So I'm happy to be in this journey as a coachee, because I'm learning as a coach. And I wanted to put myself in that situation when someone coaches me with ICF ethics. How will I feel? Like, that's my goal today. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, Bharti, what would be useful for you to explore in the time that we have together today?
Um, Something I am thinking of, self-care, which I want to understand and need to improve in that.
And when you were talking about self care, your eyes were revolving and you were looking at an angle. What's happening inside of you as you
Uh,
start talking about it?
it's see, as you know, it's self-care is a vast, it's an ocean. I would say it says various things like either physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever, So in that angle, even mental, I would say, but we all go through different kinds of emotions in various ways. So in my case, I would say nothing is going on. I want to improve. Like, I've seen different kinds of stages in my life. So I'm middle aged right now. So, I'm a wife, I'm mother, working. I was a working woman. I just retired a few years back, 4 5 years back. So now I think as a matured adult, I really want to take care of my emotions as well as efficiency in managing things. Like very soon I'm going to be a mom-in-law. So whatever the, you know, upgrades in my life, I would say. So I want to be, quite efficient in handling myself so that I can take care of my happiness irrespective of any situation. That's my goal.
Mm. So, congratulations, Bharti, for all the upgrades and progress that's
Thank you.
happening in your life. And
Thank you.
may I also acknowledge the awareness that you have about your self care? And I can hear that you're aware of its importance at the age that you are, and looking at your life journey ahead from here.
Mhm. Mm,
You spoke about efficiency in terms of
mhm,
managing your
mm.
self-care. What does that really mean for you?
Mm, like it's not about like I am in the process of being a coach, right? So now I'm a coachee, but when I tried to manage, like I was a working woman, I was a teacher, I was in a bank, and then I was a mother. I'm still a mother, but I'm not teaching anyone at home right now. But what I am learning every day is, which keeps me interesting. But when I put myself as a coach, in the last few months, whatever I have learned is enormous. Like, I feel there is a lot of things people put in themselves which they cannot communicate. They are able to communicate with the coach. The same way, in my case, to be efficient is to manage my coaching profession along with my family, along with my health, along with my responsibility to fulfill my dreams. Even like I'm a singer as well, like I'm a classical singer, so I want to manage that as well. Because what happened as a woman, when you try to manage various things, you tend to ignore yourself, like, okay, family comes first, my job comes first, or whatever. And in between I try to take care of my health. Now I'm fully concentrating on my health because I'm not working outside, I'm having time. But now I want to include my music, my coaching, my health, and the family's time. So that is what I meant efficiency. Like, so I don't want to compromise the core things, the rest of next 30 years, whatever, average. I want to live in an efficient manner so I feel fulfilled.
Mm. So I'm hearing that efficiency for you is managing all dimensions
Hmm.
of your life fully.
Yeah.
And as you reflect on, living with this kind of fulfillment, feeling of fulfillment as you go ahead in your life, what is coming as the most desirable way of you, of your being in the space of your self-care?
Mm, you mean to say what is most important for me? Is that the question? Or am I?
How would that look like for you? Like what would be the desired way of
Yeah.
living?
One thing is about like now I have time, but I want to manage my time efficiently when like in an organized way. For example, like I'm sticking to a routine now in terms of my health, like 3 days a week, I do this. And every day at least I want to manage my music practice for at least for 45 minutes to 1 hour. So I'm having my own schedule of timetable, whether it is exercise, physical or spiritual, which I enjoy, like whatever the prayer, meditation, like everything I have made a schedule. So I feel that okay, this is done, this is done, this is done. If I don't do it, then I analyze why I'm not done. Was I was lazy or I was procrastinating, whatever it could be. So I wouldn't say I've got 100 on 100. I'm around 70 now, whatever I'm doing. But want to reach further so that I get more time for my dream. Like, for example, I want to sing more. I want to exercise where all my parameters in my life, touchwood is fine, but still I want to go continue that. And with family, with managing time efficiently. For example, my son's wedding is coming up, so I don't want to procrastinate. I want to balance in such a way that everything goes well as a mother. Like it's you need to plan, right? So when I talk about efficiency or a self-care, where I don't want to ignore something and do something and then later on my priorities are not lost. That's where I am right now. I'm able to, but I wouldn't say 90 or 100, I'm still 70.
Mm. So
But I
really,
would thank God for being, I have enough time because outside I'm not going for a full time job.
mm, so really appreciate the way you're looking at your self-care in such a proactive way.
Thank you.
Your commitment towards this is highly commendable.
Thank you. Thank you. I think we all have only one life. We need to space out and love ourselves and do whatever we can. There's no something is perfect. I think little bit of small dreams and whatever we can. That's where I
Mm.
am right now.
Mm. And Bharti, you said that, you're almost at, say, 70% right now with respect to the kind of routine that would enable, the ideal desired state for you to take care of your self-care routine. I'm wondering, what would be really useful for you to take away from our session today so that
Mm,
you are able to reach whatever number you have in your mind today?
mm. That's a beautiful question, but I think what I would like to understand is I should first learn to say no for certain things when I cannot, but it's difficult for me normally as a person. I try to manage everything. And at that some point of time, if I cannot manage, then I feel bad. Like, oh, I have not done this. Why did I say that? I wish I had done it. So I don't want to do that as a person. I should learn to say no. And second thing is, I want to be efficient in terms of managing my time when I'm making my schedule, as well as, for example, if I have to do something at 10 o'clock, if I have to step out, yes, I will manage the time. But sometimes what happens, people around me have a little bit of worry or anxious feeling, then I get triggered, which I really want to keep myself calm. I think that's very important because I can only change myself. I cannot change anybody else. So when I don't get triggered, I try to work under pressure calmly. But in that process, when I take pressure, outside I don't show, but internally I know, tak, 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 and there's so much of pressure comes in me. But I feel then I get headache. I just want to be calm internally, fully. Even it's not that easy, but because even I do meditation, prayer, exercise, but still that is thing is there, which I need to still further manage that part well. I think these are the two takeaways I can think of.
Mm.
Hope it's clear.
Yeah, it was beautiful to witness how
Mm,
aware you are about the trigger, where it comes from, and how it impacts you. And then what are the physical symptoms for you?
mm, yeah.
And I'm wondering that, there is one aspect of saying no and the
And
other aspect of managing this trigger.
ببین
What do you think
نتونست
would be the
بذار
most
من
useful?
میخوام نم جایی هر جا بخوای بریم میخوام زنگ بزنم پسر افسار گیم کنه گفتم حالا زنگ بزنم حالا که ترمین دکتر ندارم بعدم اون 4 و 20 دقیقه بود من میخوام برم یه پیاده روی بکنم
Yeah, so between these two things that you spoke about, the ability to say no and the trigger, how should we proceed from here? You're on mute, Bharti.
Sorry, I think he muted. I think we should first talk about triggering point, whichever could be the solution, situation. Sorry. So let's take care of that first. Then we can think about when to say no, if there is time.
Sure. And, as you described that trigger that can come from, people around you, what else would you like to add there with respect to the trigger and how you experience it? Yeah, you're on mute again.
Sorry, I don't know why it went. I think trigger happens could be either due to attachment or it could be happening out of expectations. Yeah, I don't think anything else.
Mm. And when you see attachment and expectations, there are these attachment and expectations.
See, if you're connected with people professionally, you don't get attached, you are more focused on your goal. But when it comes to the personal relationships, whether it is family or it is friends or anyone, um, not connected with the professional situation, mostly it happens in personal, like in families or close relationship. Attachments means like, you know, either as a mother or as a wife or any relationship, your expectation also increases, or they have expectations sometimes and I'm unable to fulfill. It could be both ways. So in that case, what happens? You get triggered emotionally because of the expectations and attachment. The trigger factor happens in your personality. So you react instead of being totally composed. It's all we know everything, but it's not easy. So we don't respond, we react. So this is what I want to change in my personality. Um, my children says, Amma, you're very good in managing stress, but still I know I need to improve on that because it's a long way to go. So in fact, now the kids have gone break. The husband is retired. He's more of at home and family members. You are growing older. All these hormone changes, whatever X, Y, Z. I'm just giving you an examples. So what happens when you are um slightly composed and calm and not reacting? I think it's a win-win situation for all of us. I understand that fully. I do visualize in my meditation that I'm very calm. But when it comes to action, it's not that easy. It takes time. That is where I'm talking about self care, where emotional triggers, I can either stay calm or I don't know whether I can avoid it, but I need to slow down a little bit. And that's where I'm finding a challenge. So I calm down quite quickly. I don't hold it as a person, absolutely transparent. I don't care about the output, but I'll say what I feel. But when it comes to managing stress, also I'm able to do it, but it does affect me, like not in terms of my blood report, but in terms of my uh, what to say, in terms of you know, within myself, I can feel it. I should just learn to be like tranquil situation where I don't react. That's not happened, but I need to reach there so that within myself I'll be at peace and I can handle much more than what I'm doing right now, so that I'm able to be focused in my goal of whatever I want to achieve as well.
Mm. So, Bharti, what I'm hearing from you as the takeaway that you want from this session is that how can you manage these emotional triggers
Hmm.
to remain calm in those
Absolutely.
situations?
Correct.
And how will you know that we are reaching near that outcome today?
Hmm. Just today, yeah, I would like to know the steps or which are important to be composed in terms of any situation. I'm not giving you any example as such, where I can handle myself at ease and in terms of any situation. And yes, I will learn to say no if I need to. That's part of this. I think it's both are connected and which will not trigger me as well.
Mm. So, some steps towards
Hmm.
managing this, remaining composed, probably saying
Yeah.
no at times.
And also, as I told you, when it comes to the time management, where I can, like, what happens when you lose time? You feel, oh, I could have achieved this, I could have done this. So I can, if you think I can combine, I would like to understand that as well.
Sure. And Bharti, you were mentioning before that if you're able to be more calm and composed when you get these emotional triggers, then that will enable you to manage all the dimensions of your life in a better way.
Hmm.
What else would you like to add there with respect to the meaningfulness of managing this emotional triggers for you?
Probably I can add being present fully without any expectations, like, or to accept the other person as completely transparent the way they are. It's fine. I think expectation is the only thing I can think of right now. Accept the person as it is in any situation, and then without any expectations, because you tend to prove, right? Or tend to say, no, I've not done this, is not the way it should be. Like, no need to give explanation, just accept it as it is. So probably that is where I may be going wrong. I don't know. But then it's important to accept the other person as she or he, whoever I'm interacting, so that I don't need to worry about what other person thinks about me. Then I will not expect as well.
Mm. And with this insight that to be able to accept people as they are, what are you learning about yourself in this moment?
Yeah, I'm improving there also, because my expectation level will come down, or I will not be bothered about what the other person is judging me. Like, it's okay, even if they judge me, it's fine. I am what I am. And that will improve my self esteem and my self care as well. I think that's the beauty of the whole thing I can think of.
So, acceptance will lead to reduction in any kind of judgments on your part for yourself or for others.
Hmm. Yeah, because when the other person judges, he or she, whoever is you're interacting with, what happens, like, you tend to be slightly superficial, right? When it comes to mentally, when you accept, it's okay if the person judges me, you're transparent, and that by nature I am transparent. But what happens when it comes to proving yourself, you tend to be slightly superficial, even though it's not the same Bharti, but try to uplift yourself. No, I'll do this, do that, because you want to be in good books always. That's, I think it's true for all human beings. So when you accept the other person, it's okay. If, like, if it's okay if they expect you to be in that manner, you have lived your life in that angle, but now no more shield for you to cover that. So you need to open and know, I think I shouldn't be bothered. I really have to get the step, like how to be like that. It's not easy. I'm explaining to you. Your own natural thing comes back. Original things comes back to you, but it's tough. But slowly, I think I have to do that, so that I'm happy always and doing things for myself, and not to worry about what other person will think. That's the important of self-care.
And I'm hearing that being authentic is a very important thing for you.
Hmm.
What comes up as I reflect back this value of yours of being transparent and
Then I feel I'm true to myself. Like, for example, if I need to explain something to the family or friends or even to professionally, I don't care about the outcome. I like to be truthful, straightforward, and tell. It is not up to me that, I need to be superficial and all those things. I don't like all that. So I can never play politics in my life. But when it comes to truly personal relationship, it's always good to have, being transparent, and that creates a lot of trust and improve your self-confidence, and because you don't have anything to hold. And I like that, actually. Doesn't matter, because I don't know tomorrow. Nobody knows, right? So I feel it's good to be like that. That's why it's important for me.
Mm. And Bharti, as you spoke about being transparent, I could see the shift in your body language and your face
Hmm.
and acknowledging that shift. What do you think becomes possible for you when you move towards this way of being more transparent? And you mentioned before that there is a challenge of expectation and attachment, specifically with respect to personal relationship.
Hmm. Hmm.
So how do you see yourself in from that perspective of becoming more transparent in these relationships?
Mm. See, when, uh, like, just giving an example of myself, like, I was an young girl student, then worked, got married, worked, and kids and family. Now everybody is adult. And you also change yourself as a person when you keep growing, evolving in the family, outside, when you travel, you learn a lot. So you tend to apply all those, whatever you have learned in your life, you want to apply in real life. It's not only, okay, seeing in the movie or throwing it. You also want to practice what you preach, or whatever, like if I have advised my child, be like this, it's easier to say, but it's tough to practice, right? For example, mobile. If I tell my son, take care of your mobile, don't watch while the night. But it's tough for me to practice. Okay, when somebody calls me, maybe I'll read the message, I'll check it. It's that I'm just giving a smallest example. So the same way in real life, when I'm applying all this, it is tough, but I want to apply it because it's definitely, I know it's good for me. And now I have time, and I'm also trying to be a coach. And I think it teaches me a lot of good things, and to be courageous, to be truthful. And if I'm practicing or telling someone, or listening somebody stories, being fully present, uh, you know being fully present, and sorry, there was a phone. So I think I must practice what I'm learning, and I think that's important for me.
So being a role model.
Yeah, it's nice, right? I don't need to get any certificate from anyone, but I feel if I'm practicing, like for example, after taking up the coaching, I've I've improved in my listening. I've I never believed in judgmental, but world is not like that. People do judge you. Where you go, what you eat, what you do, what you wear, where you live, how you travel, whatever. But those things are only outside. As a person, I think if you're non-judgmental, it keeps you so happy, and you don't need to worry about Kaliwali. I don't care what other person does it. So that is something which is slowly coming in me. It needs a lot of it takes a lot of time, and you need to be courageous internally to get that attitude. But I'm developing. I'm working on it. But I'm not judging people, and it's a beautiful ethics which I've learned it in ICF, which I'm trying to practice. So it's good. And today, being a coachee, when I'm asking, or sorry, listening to you and answering to you, I'm being fully transparent. I don't worry about who is judging about me. You know, I know I'm in the safe space, but still, like, if I'm not going to be open to you, then it is not going to help me. That's the way I feel it's important.
Mm. And I appreciate your openness and courage in
Thank
this
you. Thank you
moment.
so much. Thank you for, being very patient and calm, and to listen completely.
It's a privilege to witness your journey
Hmm.
and your openness to learning. And I'm wondering, Bharti, that, if we were to just take a pause here at this moment
Hmm.
to check where are we now with respect to the goal that you had for yourself, that how can you manage these emotional triggers better.
I think being transparent helps, being non-judgmental helps, and it is tough not to be attached. That's the difficulty, which I think in personal relationship, it's not easy. Even if I do read Bhagavad Gita, and application takes long time. Okay, so I'm trying to apply even one of the quality in not being non-judgmental, so non-attachment in my personal relationship. It's not easy. So I am still not there in that angle. But definitely what I can think is accept the person, as I told you earlier, any situation, whether it could be my family or personal relationship, or if I'm dealing with somebody outside my home or anything, not to be too sensitive, not to take it to heart. I can think of that. And in terms of action, mm, I'm yet to derive there. I'm not
Yeah,
able to think right now.
you have already done a lot of work and acknowledging so many insights and learnings that you already have for yourself in such a short duration from where we started. So you spoke about being transparent, non-judgmental,
Mhm.
and also being non-attached. And with these learnings that you have, what do you see as your current reality at this point of time? Where are you with these learnings in terms of converting these?
Mm, yeah, I am not judgmental, but I need to improve in who's judging me. I should not be worried in terms of any relationship, so that I'm fully present, fully able to say what I want to say. Sometime if I have to say no, I should be able to say there. And, like a little bit hesitation comes, right? When other person, oh, what will they think about me? See, those kind of feeling, which I still have, where I need to improve on that. I don't need to be harsh. I should be able to say in a nice way and leave it there in terms of that aspect. And in terms of non attachment, I need to work on it. I do get, like, personal wise, I'm very joyful, at the same time, emotional, attached. So it's all connected. You cannot be attached and non emotional. It doesn't work like that. So being a mother, being a wife, being a sister, whoever is a family members, like I always love a lot of people around me. So it involves a lot of emotions. So as a person, but in that embedded is attachment. So I should take off that attachment. So I think I will do better. That's where I need to work on. Other than that, I think I'm fine.
Mm. So there are two things that I heard. One was
Mm,
about non-judgmental approach, where what I heard might be an obstacle, could be that how do people perceive me?
mhm,
And the second aspect was about non-attachment, where you see that because you have so much emotions in all of these relationships, how to be away from those and be non-attached. What do you
mhm.
think would be useful for us to explore first among these two?
I think non attachment is where I need to explore more.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Where would you like to start?
Mm, I can think of, like closest relationship could be children. Like I say, do this, then sometimes you tend to advise as parent. And as a coach, I'm not supposed to advise. My husband says, no, 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 you can coach your children. I said, no, it doesn't work in personal relationship. It can work outside the house or even to a closest friend, you cannot. How can you be a coach for your children? Because you're used to, like, from the time I've given birth, the last 30 years. So I'm trying to change there, listen fully, and leave the choice to them so that, okay, I have said what I have to say. You have to do this. This is the best way for you. I'm changing there. I used to say this. Now I'm not. Okay, this is, darling, this is the way it should be done. So if you're comfortable, fine. Otherwise, it's okay. I'm just giving you an example so that, I've changed my approach there. Because there is an attachment, you automatically tend to advise as parents. Because I think we are wired like that. I don't know. So I'm trying to improve on that aspect. Other than that, mm, yeah, outcome I should not expect as well. Okay, let the outcome, whatever it is. Like you want everything to for you, for them to be successful without them suffering, because as a mother, you want to protect them. So in reality, it doesn't happen like that. They do learn in a tough way, right? So I need to accept that situation. It's fine. Let them handle it. Let them do it. So I'm trying to wean off a little bit here. Um, Even though I'm a Canadian, but internally I'm an Indian. So I have this. So that's the thing I can think of. Yeah.
Mm. So it sounds like with your children, you're trying, while you are learning coaching as an approach, you're trying to
Yeah.
integrate some parts of it in
Charity
your.
begins from home. Yeah, that's what I can think of.
Mm, mm. So what's coming up for you in this moment as you share about this non-attachment piece and when you connect it with your larger goal of reducing the trigger?
Mm. I think not to take it to my heart. I can think of that. See, like the way I'm laughing at you, laughing with you, sorry, laughing with you. So that brings down the emotions and keeps myself calm. When you are with your blood relation, you are attached, and the emotion also goes high. And then you tend to feel upset or overjoyed. Both ways it can happen, right? So being tranquil and definitely helps, but it is tough to practice. I am at 30 or 40% there. I still have long way to go. I'm trying so that maybe after 10 years from now, I'll be absolutely calm, but it takes a while. With my, it definitely spiritual journey helps me. I'm not into any medication. Touch wood, my health is fine physically, emotionally, and spirituality helps for me a lot in terms of prayer meditation. But in terms of professionalism, when I want to be a coach, I think I must practice at home as well. That's what I'm trying to bridge the gap between as a person, as a coach. Even now, I'm being a coach or being a coachee. I think it's important to manage yourself, all emotions in the right way. So that's important for me. And that is a self care, which I wanted to talk to you today.
Mm. So, Bharti, I'm conscious of the time.
Yeah.
Um, and I would like to take your permission if it is okay for us to pause here
Yeah.
in the service of the whole group's
Sure.
time to debrief.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
before we close, I just wanted to acknowledge your courage and openness today to volunteer for this session and to come up with such a beautiful topic and to do
Mhm.
all the hard work that you did today in terms of reflecting and sharing so many learnings with us. So it was a privilege
Mm,
to witness your journey today and to also see from where you started to now, where you have come up with some learnings for yourself and are already into that space of thinking about how to apply it.
I really want to thank you, Rashmi. And in fact, I enjoyed being a coachee, and I could see your patience level. You were fully present as a coach, and I could only see smile in you and really appreciate that. And thank you for listening to me with so much of patience. And I think the whole team, I must thank. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you, Rashmi and Bharti, for such a authentic and insightful session. With that, let's all take a deep breath together and just pause for a moment, maybe to reflect on what we witnessed right now. Over to you, Rashmi. You want to ask some questions of reflections, maybe to the team?
Yeah, just if anyone has any questions, reflections, comments, we are open to.
Sure.
Hi, Rashmi. This is Vanita here. After a long time, I think I experienced silence with your presence. It was very good session. I could see Bharti was so comfortable and she was so open, so transparent. We could see the journey, we could see the breakthroughs that she was getting. No comments. You handled it like a pro. It was very, very good. Incredible session. Thank you so much. Thanks, Bharti. You were good. Very good.
Anybody else, feel free to raise your virtual hand or unmute yourself and share what you think. Yes, please. More Junaid.
Hello everyone. So first of all, congratulations to both of you. The session was wonderful. I'd like to congratulate to Bharti, the way she, kind of did all the mental work, all the, addressing the emotions. It's not difficult. It's not very easy. It's pretty much difficult when you actually go into that and deep dive into it. Congratulations, Rashmi, the way you let her go and handled the other side of the corner, as a coach. So she felt safe. And I can see that you guys reflected on the so many nuances. So yeah, for the starting or the exploration part was pretty much good. Exploration work was fantastic. So yeah, that's good. That's my reflection. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can read some wonderful comments in the chat box. Wonderful session. Thank you, both of you. Thank you, Vanita. Oh, okay, that's a reply from Bharti. This was an awesome session. Love the space held for Kochi and powerful silence that evoked recognition. Bharti loved your authentic self and thoughtful, wise, lovely honesty. Great session. Thank you, Rashmi and Bharti, for insightful learning. I've recently concluded my classroom training and I'm now on PCC journey. Best wishes to you, Samir, for that. So I know few of you have like mostly talked about the presence and the powerful recognition that came through it. I would just like to ask you all, uh, what did you notice about this, the coach's presence, or kind of questions that was asked? Let me pop the question, maybe, just to for us to have a reflection. You can feel free to unmute yourself and talk about it. Is there anyone here who is just very new to coaching, and it was just to experience how coaching works? Would you mind raising your hands or just showing us that you are there? Okay, so with looks of it, uh, I'm guessing that every one of us is a coach here, either on the journey or already a certified coach. I think it was, so Samir says that I think it was Rashmi's presence and Bharti's transparentness which was really outstanding. Coach had many non-verbal observations leading to deeper reflection and also acknowledging Bharti's proactiveness and deep reflections. Yes, I do agree. Like just in the beginning, I remember Bharti had some look at somewhere, and Rashmi pointed it out that I saw you looking at a 90-degree angle, and that was like, wow, there she goes. So that was very powerful learning for me that we can start doing that observations right in the beginning itself. So yeah. Can we get the recording? I will just get back to you shortly on that, Swapna. I think we can not share the recording, but we might post it as per my knowledge on YouTube. So let me get back to you. Yes, loved her recognition and acknowledgement of coach's presence and accomplishment, says Asha. Rashmi didn't rush through the process and maintained her presence by being calm and grounded throughout the session. I think holding that space paved way to deeper self awareness of the coachee. Very strong reflection, Nalini. Thank you for that.
Rashmi, I have a question. In terms of ACC's journey, like what do you recommend in terms of the coaching practice? It's not only the 100 hours for exams, which I'm looking at, in terms of experience, and of course, to write the exam and clear. So, what is your recommendation in terms of being an ACC? Because PCC is still far away for me. So, what do you recommend? Like, in daily practice or during coaching hours? What are the importance I must look at it? If you can share your experience, that would be great.
Mm. So, how I see the journey from ACC to MCC is that it changes in the way the coach sees the coachee or the client. So, in the ACC journey, it's more at the doing level that the client is bringing a challenge or a problem, and the coach can see that this client has this is the point that they want to go to, that B point or the challenge or the goal, and how can they go from A point to B point. That's mainly the focus there, because we
Mhm,
are just learning also coaching at that point of time. So where is
mhm,
this person, what is this point A, and how can they go to point B, and then the structure of coaching of setting the goal agreement and evoking awareness and understanding, and then doing the facilitating growth, the competency 8, which is about understanding how can they convert all of the learnings that they have into action. uh,
mhm,
then the PCC is more about the being, the who of the client. So understanding the who and the being more. And then the MCC is like, appreciating, acknowledging the uniqueness of the client and letting the client lead the session completely.
mhm,
So, that's the movement. So, but at the ACC level, I think just understanding the competencies, at that level, left with the PCC markers, of course, and then at least understanding the structure and kind of getting used to that. I would say that should be good enough.
Okay. In terms of exam preparation, also, I think the markers are the competencies and ethics, right? That's
Yes.
okay. And also, do you recommend some sites for, I mean, for practice before the exams and things like that?
It's always good to have some mock tests
Yeah,
or
because within the time, right? So
yes,
we need to complete. Yeah.
yes,
So mock
yes, that
papers,
would be
of
good.
course, may not be repeating. Probably it might give me some kind of
Yes.
experience. Thank you.
Most welcome.
I just have a last comment from Mo Junaid. I guess presence was there throughout the session, although on the improvement side for all of us. I guess there could be some more nonverbal cues which could have been addressed as well, like some personal life words, like some new changes emerging in life, like coach has explored attachment as well. Although it would be unfair to expect everything just in first session, and eventually it can be achieved via entire coaching engagement. Kudos to Rashmi for taking charge. Do you want to say something in conclusion, Rashmi, or a specific reply to Mo?
No, that's true. I feel like I resonate completely with this, that there can be more of explorations of nonverbal cues and, going deeper into the client words. However, I was trying to keep it, I was not trying to go too deep into all the words the client was using, because the client had a lot coming in every, question. So I wanted to keep the focus on the goal for the client, and I was just trying to sense what was really important for the client to take them forward. So that is how I was looking at it. But every coach is unique, and the way we will do this coaching session will be unique. So thank you so much for sharing that feedback.
Okay. Last call for people with questions and reflections. Uh, but anybody who wants to conclude or highlight the main takeaways, maybe. I think, Rashmi, I will give you that honor as well for the last word.
Sure. So it was a privilege and an honor to uh, be a coach today in the service of all of our learning. And it was a great learning experience for me. And I'm very thankful and grateful for all the reflections and comments that I got, because that helps in my journey as well. And Bharti, what an honor to partner with you today. Very beautiful. Your openness and your vulnerability today made the session what it was today. You're on
You're
mute.
on.
Thank you, Rashmi. I think probably I gave you a lot of challenge in terms of I was talking quite a lot, but of course I was transparent. But that's said, to filter exactly what I want in this session, you made it so beautiful. And you picked up, with so many clutters, you picked up the gem. So that was the beauty of your coaching. I could definitely feel, because you are already in MCC, the way you approached and you had, like, you fully, you were listening, being calm, and the way you probed question was amazing. I really liked it. It was more like a friendly, as a friend, I was talking to you. Like I never felt you are my coach or I'm a coachee, or like as if I knew you before. Like I was very comfortable. That's the, I think you made that space so beautiful, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm being honored because of I could get that experience from you. Thank you. And thank you, Trupti, for all your coordination. And thank
My
you
pleasure.
for everyone to listen with patience. And I think that's all from me. It's a beautiful CJ team. I think gave an opportunity for me to be a coachee. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, all of you, for being such a mindful and respectful audience. So, wishing you all a wonderful rest of the day and see you in our next session. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you, Trupti. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Rashmi. Bye. Take care.
Thank you.